Blue Kool-Aid drinkers. We're back. And we are here to talk about the Lions' fourth preseason game against the Oh, wait a second. Nope, that was the first game of the season. The Lions lose 27-13 to the Packers. We're going to get into everything about this game. But before we do, let's introduce the Blue Kool-Aid crew that is here. We're reacting to it on Sunday night. And Big Z, let's get to the rest. We got UJ.
Hello, Lion fans.
And Red Dog.
Yo.
And we got producer Kid J off to the side. We don't have to hear about your Rams at all, Kid J. But anyways, we're here to talk about the Lions 27-13. I'm going to call it a beatdown. It was ugly pretty much from start to finish, with the exception of the defense playing better in the second half. But you guys, I actually have a song in honor of the Lions offense for this game. All right, so it goes. It kind of sounds similar to another song out there where it goes, "It's Checkdown City, Checkdown City, it's Checkdown City, built by John Morton's offense, Checkdown City." Unbelievable! 10 catches for 31 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs. I felt like Jared Goff is just dumping it off to the flat almost every play, and what was there, like 1-2 passes more than 10 yards downfield? Just abysmal. But I mean, just an awful offensive performance from the offensive line.
Crazy lack of aggression.
Are you guys concerned about the offensive line play that we saw from the Lions here?
Well,
or are we just rusty?
I'm not impressed by it.
If it becomes a pattern, I'll say yes. It was a bad game, no doubt. There were some plays that were just so bad. I mean, on that goal line, when they're on the 1 yard line and Glasgow just had a guy right in his face, and he just went right and let that guy sit there. I mean,
I'm concerned about Glasgow at center going forward.
Wonder, and Mahogany got bull rushed a couple times. Even
Colin gonna get called up. Cologne,
Are you guys concerned about Glasgow at center like I am? I mean, this is not my Penai Sewell concern for his health and safety. This is my concern for the play of I mean, going from Ragnar to Glasgow. This looks like today looked like the Glasgow at left guard from last year. Glasgow, which is
yes, it did.
It's good.
The whole line kind of looked like the Glasgow of that game last year. Like, though I didn't see anything egregious by. I didn't see every play, unfortunately, but I didn't see anything egregious by Ratledge, though nothing impressive either.
No, I thought the two worst definitely were Glasgow and Mahogany in this game, but
yes.
Even Sewell against Parsons was okay, but there's some where he definitely got the best of him.
I mean, they have you got to look at that. I gotta give it to him. Seeing it in display was pretty impressive. Though honestly, my takeaway was more like, did they need Parsons? Freaking Gary and S were so good. I feel like they were getting play from other places. Like maybe Parsons is that final piece for them because that line was very talented. And everyone looked good at some point on that line. Like their D tackles were making plays, their DNs were making plays. No, everyone got in on the playmaking. So our whole line kind of just looked bad. It was a unsolid unit. They were out of sync. They were like the David Montgomery getting stuffed on the goal line, on our own goal line, by the D tackle who went free because no one blocked him. Right. So I mean that goes beyond just like physical things. That's an offense that hasn't quite gelled yet, hasn't gotten in the rhythm, hasn't quite memorized this offense as well as you'd hope, because it is a first-year offense. You know, this is the symptoms of new coordinators, I think, it largely. Sure, the physical stuff's there too. Like you don't like to see Mahogany getting bowled over by a D end. That's kind of, you're not really supposed to get bowled over by those guys. Maybe a D tackle, but like it just it was a team out of sync, not in rhythm. They weren't in the right. They were off today. They weren't good. They weren't playing their best football. So it's like they look terrible. But that's one thing I've heard brought up. That I mean, that's something to consider. You risk a slower start if you don't, get a little battle hardened firsthand, see how really you do against other teams. Like we see them in practice, but they're not showing us everything in practice either, like these practice games. So I don't know. I think it's a lot of the symptoms of what could go wrong if we don't, there was an illusion of continuity with these coaches. Morton being here before, helping build the offense, and Calvin Shepard coming up under Aaron Glenn, but they aren't Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. And this isn't the same defense and same offense. And these coaches had to do, it's tweaks, but it's enough to be different. And there's new players. So there's just some of the things that you would hope we would avoid with that continuity just cropped up and still appeared today, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Goff just didn't have any chance on most of the game to. I was
he
like,
was harassed all day.
there's no deep passes, but San Diego had no opportunity to throw a deep pass. And then on the other side, Jordan Love had an hour and a half to throw the ball, and especially in the first half, where the pass rush was non-existent, which was probably the number one concern of this defense.
Yeah, I actually give Goff credit for being disciplined, not doing something stupid most of the time. I mean, throw the one interception, but I mean, he wasn't just doing some stupid play trying to get a pass downfield and it wasn't there. So actually, he was pretty disciplined in his play, considering he had a little time back there.
Yeah, he only had 8 incompletions. That's why, Checkdown City. So I made.
It was a really nice break on that interception, though, for the safety. I mean, they had a really good game on defense. The Packers, you got to give them their props there. They showed out what they're capable of. But I think there's an emotional and energy edge that they had in this game. And it's obvious. We were on a 3-game win streak against a division rival who hates us and has, or at least now hates us because we've actually built some hate and respect by beating them 3 times in a row. And we saw a division rival who was sick of being, beat up by the up-and-comer. And they had a chip on the shoulder, home opener, and with a huge advantage. And this game was a trap game from the start. It was obvious, and we had to come with our typical standard play, and we didn't do that today.
Yeah, the Lions were underdogs coming into the game, so.
Well, Micah Parsons moved everyone's needle on this. I feel like. I don't think anyone escaped that. I still think we're the better team. I think we just were a team that didn't play good football today.
No, we played awful football. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
It was abysmal.
But I mean, I think you nailed one though with Glasgow Z.
I'm concerned about his play going forward.
Well, his play was concerning at the end of last year. I mean, we were telling us the story that he's moving to a more comfortable position. But I mean, these players are just getting so freaky and elite on these D lines now. He's just, I don't know if he's got I don't want to give up on him yet, but he's got to show way improved play this next week. And, that is probably a new standard of they're up there now on defense. They got a ton of talent on that defense, and they're going to be a formidable competitor for this division.
They will. And again, I don't even care if the Lions win division. I just want to get the playoffs healthy. I mean, I care, but it's not my own. I just want to get the playoffs healthy. That's my number one goal for this team.
Yeah. And, this is going to be the game that so many people are going to be like, are they even going to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of panic in Lions Nation now.
Oh, yeah. They look bad today.
Oh, yes. There's going to be a ton of panic tomorrow morning from a lot of people that if you haven't already heard it. Oh, man.
This could come out there's a nasty potential to open this season where we go to the Bears next week and lose to Ben Johnson. How much insanity will penetrate our fan base if that was the case?
Will. Yeah.
I mean, but it's I still believe in this team in the big picture. If Glasgow's a liability, they'll find a solution. And I'm not ready to write him off as that yet. I still think he's a good football player, and it wasn't just him messing up. Everyone messed up. The line was out of sync. I think these are the kind of things where, as you build cohesion, you get those battle tested. This was a good test actually. This was great. This could be the ignition this team needs because Dan Campbell thrives on the hatred of losing, so he's gonna have this team absolutely in gear next week. My first thought was I feel bad for who we're playing next week, and then I didn't when I realized it was the Bears. So
I think a bigger concern for me from this offense, besides the pass rush that they were allowing, was the run offense looked atrocious. There was no push from the offensive line.
None.
This is not like an elite run defending Green Bay Packers defense. They're more built to go against the pass.
You see what it is? It's elite speed. They have a speedy, athletic, freaky front. Like, look at all those dudes they got: Micah Parsons, Van Ness, Brandon, or not Graham. What's the big dude on the other end who gave us fits?
Gary.
Rashawn Gary. And I mean, I think they were overwhelmed a little bit by that speed and not ready for it. You know, like that's like Aaron Donald. Why he was such a terror wasn't because he was a big dude, it's because he was so wicked fast. And on the interior, where you're strong enough to still hold up at 280 pounds, that's just a terror for these guys who have to be so big at O-line to handle the big boys. So especially interior, you know, like, and they were moving Parsons inside, which was never done in Dallas, like almost exclusively. He had 31 reps from the inside.
Well, that's where I think you really miss Ragnow is in the run game. His ability to turn, get up to the second level on double teams. Glasgow several times just like whipping on blocks completely in this game. I hate to harp on one guy, but he was awful.
You know, the solution might come with what's his Ratledge going to center, you know, move Ratledge to center.
Couldn't get any worse.
I mean, then you play like Awasika or something. I'm like I said, I think I don't know. Actually, we'll see how the film bears out, because I didn't see it detailed enough to know the quality of his actual play, because all I saw was breakdowns and things. Like I didn't even see all like the domination physically every time. So I'm not going to write him off, but maybe the film, we might see a different lineup next week. That's
well, the narrative out there right now that the Lions this offense is Ben Johnson, and without him, they're nothing. That's the narrative going right now.
Yeah,
it's hard to argue against it after one game, but
Ben Johnson had Frank Ragnow.
What's that?
I said Ben Johnson had Frank Ragnow.
He did. Yeah. He did.
I mean, I'm just thinking of how comfortable Goff was last year, and any time we do that, he's gonna thrive. I mean, but like we never saw a breakdown in protection. Even the Redskins game, that wasn't like this. We didn't get dominated up front that thoroughly.
Right.
So it's just disturbing how our line can go from being so awesome to all of a sudden very questionable very quickly.
Players change.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Lions would have addressed it differently if they knew Ragnow was for sure retiring before the draft or even before free agency. Probably.
I don't know, because I think this brings up the new topic to move into, because it's going to be on everyone's mind. Oh, man, wouldn't it have been nice to have Zach Big Z over there across from Hutch instead of Davenport in this game? Like, you felt like we might have actually got a pass rush. Yeah,
I don't think that would have made a difference in this.
Me across.
Yeah, the other Big Z.
He went he signed with the Eagles.
Honestly, today it might as well have been you. I feel like maybe there. I think you could have done just as good a job as Davenport, maybe. Because he didn't do much.
He played in this game.
Yeah, I know, right? He looks slow, man.
I kind of feel bad because I've been talking him up this whole time, and but you know, that being said, though, Hutch didn't do that much either. I mean, our ends didn't really do much of anything. It was
Hutch had 3 hurries, and that was it.
He had a couple hits, I think, on Love, but
it is going to just inflame the why no other pass rushers, though. People who have been panicking anyway, because the whole thing is it has to be Davenport because Hutch is taking all those double teams. You know, the whole point, right, he has to be the guy everyone else makes their hay off of, and then he wins when they manage to pull something off, you know, get him some single coverage. And they did not do that today. No one answered the call. I mean, Tyleek, I don't know. He looked like he at least held his ground well out there. I didn't see anything egregious from him, but he wasn't impressive.
The Lions' strength is the run defense, and they lived up to the hype there in this game.
They were good, yeah. They were good in the run defense.
Yeah, they were really good.
I saw a lot of nice plays by Jacobs. He got his stats today.
Yeah, touchdown. It's about he had 60 yards. He averaged like 3 yards to carry.
Okay, I mean that's a decent performance, but then it was balanced. So I mean,
and most of that was in the fourth quarter where he made a few little bit longer runs. I mean, they had him pretty much shut down most of the game.
Yeah, and like I think Dan Campbell said it best. Like it's not as bad as it looks. Like what you see, I think is like the nature of football is like little things, like a few big plays and a few angles can be all the difference in just dominating a team because you just happen to break the coverage the right way or whatever. I mean, granted, they did do the physical dominance at times, but like our team just wasn't in the right sync to handle the day. Like they just weren't operating at the right level. I mean, I think the defense did look better than the offense, and if the offense could have scored points, this would have been a whole different game. So I mean, I think there were signs our defense. I think they're going to heat up. Honestly, like I think they're going to figure it out there too. This whole team. That's what I'm saying. This whole game is an our preseason game, like Z said. this was warm up, and the other team was ready to fucking murder, and we weren't, and that's going to piss us off because we weren't, because we expect to be in that state, but they had just a little bit of that extra motivation, I think, and they capitalized on it.
It's like when we started off with Tampa Bay that one year. We didn't look like we were ready either.
Last year.
Remember last year? And
we lost second game.
We lost and looked bad doing it, like we weren't ready. And then they came back storming after that.
Well, it was not as bad as this.
No, it wasn't as bad as this, though. I will.
That was a close game. We could have won that game, but yeah, that was.
Look at this game too. As bad as we played, when Branch made that interception, that would have put us right in the game at the end there.
Oh, what do you guys think of that holding call?
Horrible. Worst call I've
seen.
It was terrible. It was ticky-tack. It was terrible.
I agree. I completely agree.
Actually, they were both bad.
They're both bad calls. I agree. That was not a blindside block. It
wasn't.
They were literally looking at each other.
That was a game-changing
But you can't block
penalty.
the quarterback. You can't block the quarterback, apparently.
Yeah. So the quarterback shouldn't be able to be in the play.
Wait, that
he
is
should have
a rule?
to just take himself out of the play.
No,
he can make the check. Oh, okay.
If you can't block a quarterback,
that is essentially what they're indicating.
Did he? Wait, so it was on Hutch knocking?
Yeah. No, that was
there was two flags. That was after the interception. The flag before the interception was like defensive holding.
Yeah, we could have at least got the turnover still.
But if you can't hit the quarterback, he should not be able to participate in the play. He should be able to just take himself out, go to the sideline or something.
Wait, so we got the penalty and a phantom play? Like,
yes,
because that was a dead play as soon as the holding happened.
I think
we still get the penalty after a turnover that never happened. That's so wild.
Yeah, basically.
So did they tack them together?
No, they declined the. Well, they declined the personal foul because the defensive holding gave him the ball back. So
yeah, right.
Oh,
it ended up being a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, obviously you're gonna take
and a
that
first down.
Right, and a first down. Nice play.
That
would
have been like a baller move. Like if you just want to be like, I don't even care. We'll take
play
the holding.
too. Anzalone had an easy chance at an interception. He just dropped.
Could you imagine that though? If like LaFleur was just like, we're so badass, we'll take the holding, take the ball. We'll stop you. Like, why do you have that option? Why does it exist? Like,
well, the next play, Anzalone had an interception right in his
mitts,
in his lap, pretty much, and I think he was trying to turn and run with it before he caught it.
That was Hutch's play of the game, wasn't it? Didn't he get like good pressure?
Yeah, that was the one he hit. That was his one hit.
He basically teed up an interception, but he couldn't capitalize. Damn.
Yeah.
I saw that right off his hands. He's kicking himself for that one. I mean, it was a tough catch, but
that was Jordan Love's one stupid play, and he.
We didn't take advantage of it.
He has won a game.
And that's what Dan said. We just didn't take advantage of opportunities. We hurt ourselves in all the key moments, and that's not our standard. And that they'll correct it on film.
Even with Checkdown City, USA, the Lions still moved the ball inside like the red zone a couple times and had opportunity to finish drives, and they just didn't do it.
Well, like
the opportunities were there.
Do you feel like Checkdown City was in part because the protection just wasn't there? Like if he started calling deep shots,
that's exactly why it was good.
Or were we calling? I have a feeling maybe we were calling deep routes, and then the checkdowns was the only thing viable. So that was only where Goff was going.
Right.
But this is the problem when you don't establish the run, the play action kind of becomes moot.
And speedy fronts are deadly to an uncoordinated line, man. And that's what we saw today. Like, you just saw an out-of-sync line getting penetrated.
And Goff has no escapability. Not like he's not like Lamar Jackson out there. So,
but like, I'm sorry, Lamar's not doing great in front of that line. Behind that line, maybe he'll get some more yards on the ground, but he's not doing anything the way our line played today. He's getting wrecked in the back.
No, most would not perform well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Mahomes, like he'll create magic at times, but he's not going to have a great game in front of that. Like with that coming in his face, that's just
it was bad.
Yeah, it was a bad performance by an O-line, and Goff he made his own mistakes. Like, there were sometimes maybe he could have made quicker reads, but I also think they just played really good defense and were taking away all the best reads and stuff. Like, it was just kind of like, remember last year when we got shut down by like the Vikings, I want to say, and they just kept taking away Amon-Ra. So they knew they'd taken Goff's first read like every play, and it just had to make him go deep into his read, and just gives that time for the D line to get at him. I mean, he overcame it better that game, but the O-line overcame it better too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they just had a good game plan, and
It
Yeah,
is.
they-
it
yeah, definitely.
happens.
I think we should have just thrown to Tesla more in the end zone.
Oh my gosh,
I
that
know
was
we're gonna
awesome.
get. I know we're gonna get to that
First
eventually,
touchdown
but
of your career.
well,
I mean, honestly, that's like that takeaway enough just makes this game kind of feel like awesome. Like, we know we have a freaking star right now on this field, and like, I know this team's gonna figure it out and get it together, regardless of what the pieces look like. Dan's gonna figure it out. If it's Johnny Morton having to go because he can't learn how to unlock this weapon-laden offense, then so be it. He'll figure out something. If it's Kelvin Shepard not being able to quite understand what made Aaron Glenn so great, then he'll find a new guy and we'll adjust. And I think the talent on this team is still just going to be too good to not win a lot of games this year. Maybe we lose more, but we're going to be dangerous at the end enough to, make a charge to the Super Bowl.
At least Kelvin Shepard showed the ability to adjust in the second half.
I agree.
yes, he did.
So that was promising. That was a promising sign.
And without Terrion Arnold. Although maybe that was
Yeah.
why he adjusted, because he had a little bit of a tough game.
And maybe it wasn't the worst thing, because Taron Arnold did not have a very good game. That he went out of the
Wow.
game.
There's an echo.
It was not a good game for Taron Arnold in his limited.
Well, he
time
got
out there.
toasted.
He did.
Uh,
He did some good plays, but he did get toasted. But that was partly on execution by the Packers. That play was so well designed. It was sort of a semi-pick kind of play where he got burned in the end zone. And it was a tough one
Yeah,
for
and then the
Arnold. I mean,
40-yarder that he gave up. No pass interferences though, so that's positive.
yeah, right.
And again, when Love threw that pass, he was chilling out in a clean pocket.
The
like
touchdown
he was a
pass
lot
to
of the
Kraft
day.
was a really good pass from Love. That was as small a
It
window
was.
as you get right there, right over Campbell, right
Yeah.
in front of the safety. That's a tough beat. Can't
I
get mad
did
about
think
that one.
I did think our defense would be a little tighter. I didn't think we'd start getting shredded downfield like we did with our secondary.
It
like-
was like 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 every play in the first, and they made 3rd and 7 look like a piece of cake.
I think it all stems from, I thought our defensive line would have generated more pressure.
Yeah.
And I didn't think Love would be chilling so much.
For as beastly as our D
was.
tackles are at stopping the run, the pass rush is a different story for this crew of folks we have right now. Maybe we'll see improvement from like the likes of Tyleek. DJ Reader's never really been that guy. And then obviously Lee McNeil is the best
Right.
pass rushing D
Pat
tackle we have,
O'Connor
but
got
he's
the only
been a
sack.
D-back for a while. Was that?
O'Connor got the only sack.
Yeah, and he had a good pressure in this
He did.
game. On that almost interception from Anzalone, O'Connor first forced pressure on the right side, then Hutch hit Love from the left side.
Yeah, I think the offensive line, I think they had a good plan there. I mean, that's where I feel like they really won this game, was just being able to score so consistently or early on. Like,
well, I can
that
tell you
really-
something else that we did not play well or not play good in special teams.
Yes,
Our special teams were
Mhm.
abysmal in this game.
they were bad.
And this is I guess this has been a concern too from the preseason. The Lions they led the preseason in penalties and special teams in the preseason that carried it over to this game too. On the one play, it cost them 35 yards because they had to redo the punt. And
Interesting.
Jack Fox, does his leg not seem as good as before? He doesn't seem to quite have quite the same boot.
He
as
boomed that
last
one
year.
punt before the penalty.
Yeah, then the one after was
The one after
Well-
was so good.
Are you talking about the one where he's kicking out of the back of the end zone?
No, I'm
No.
talking.
no.
This was earlier in the game. But
We punted way too much today. That's
well,
was like,
that's a problem too.
maybe his leg was just tired.
I don't
mean,
I don't
I'm
love our
kidding, but-
returners either in the kick kick return game? Grant Stewart and Sailors.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm excited about Stewart. Well, I missed the kickoff. So what happened?
Stewart ran one.
We didn't get it.
back,
We
I
didn't have a
think,
20-yard return in this
Yeah.
game. Not even nothing above 20 yards. I
Man.
consider that a concern.
Who likes this new kickoff thing? This new kickoff thing sucks.
I think it's stupid as well.
It's terrible. It's
It's
visually terrible.
and
It's just an awful play.
Still kickers are kicking it into the end zone pretty routinely in all the games I'm watching because it's kind of a hard kick for the kickers.
It's a new skill set, really.
It is a new skill set.
You went from like, can you kick it as far as you possibly can, so like we can just boom it out of the back of the end zone, to like, can you like pop it high and like like can you keep it in play in front of the end zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different, man. Honestly, I'm surprised people just don't go to punting the kickoff more. Like, why would you even kick it from a tee anymore?
I'm not sure if you can, to be honest.
You used to be able to. Oh no, you're right. It's an advantage to punt. That's only on safeties. Never mind. I thought you could.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, I mean, Jake Bates made his field goal, so that's good, but the rest of it was not great. It was not great, and most notably from that the false start on the
Gibbs had a nice run.
punt.
One on that where he broke the tackle out of the backfield and ran out to this for like 10 yards. His most explosive play of the game. Gibbs had a crazy stat. Did you see Gibbs like stat he touched the ball like 10 times receiving for like only 31 yards. 10
NFL
catches.
record.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
quite remarkable stat line right there.
That's really to the Packers. I mean, you gotta just give them that one, man.
So yeah, the stat line was Montgomery 11 carries, 25 yards. Gibbs only 9 carries, 19 yards. Awful. Average 2.1 yards a carry in this game.
Actually, Montgomery was the best running back in this game for us, just because of the situation. Because he's the guy you can like a bowling ball going through there, bouncing off of people, and he was able to get a few extra tough yards, So he was our best weapon. That ain't saying much today.
This is one of those games too where like you just make a few key plays in the run game early and get stuffs, and then we just go away from it, and then you lose it. Like you get no rhythm in it, and like going back to it, like they just never go back to it enough. Because I still think you feed them a steady dose, but they're also missing their assignments. I think this was just a day where nothing went well. Nothing worked. We tried to pass it didn't work. We tried to run it didn't work.
And Gibbs' lowest yards per carry in a game last year was against Green Bay, where it was 2.9 yards a carry. We won that game 34-31. I mean, so that's how bad this performance was. All-time bad for Gibbs.
Well, I mean, there's a timeline thing I think we've been trying to skip in our head a little bit when we compare like situations, like thinking about the Eagles, how they went from, we compare like, they replaced their center and they were really good still, then all that and whatever, but they also went through a time where they changed coaches and it didn't go so well. We just hoped that wouldn't be for us, and I still not saying it is, but that is the potential trajectory on where we got to go through a little bit of a struggle before we are really good again.
Yep.
Which I think this team is up to that task. They'll get it right.
Yeah, I think the basic theme of this is don't panic right now. It's game 1. So
absolutely not.
If it's like this after 3 or 4 games, okay, panic. But
with unique
it's
things,
one game.
Like pass rush, just defensive wise, you got talent coming back with like Pascal. Because I mean, Pascal may not be the best pass rusher, but I still think he is very much just a wrecking ball in there that creates space and disrupts things. And like getting him back will be good in a couple of weeks. Things on our defense coming. Aleem McNeil down the line. Like there's some more support. So the defensive side that already didn't look necessarily terrible today all the time, but like they showed some, like you said, grit down the stretch. But we'll have reinforcements coming talent wise there as well. And experience.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing to look forward to. And is Robert Cullen gonna get the practice squad call up at center? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it Robert Cullen? I just made that up.
No, it's not Robert Cullen. It's
Harry Cullen.
Harry Cullen.
Yeah. I had to look it up. It's not Robert though. It's like Tristan or
yeah, well, is Cullen coming up? I mean, he's the only center on the
Send him my
roster.
name. I mean, Ratledge, like they were saying, put a lot of time in there. I think that would be who would take over.
Which I doubt they do that right away with him. I don't think they're gonna make that transition lightly. Because I don't know, who do you replace? Do you put Graham at right guard then? Is he?
I think you put Graham on the first bus out of town.
Maybe
That was a good
Coyote
run.
gets the call up next week.
Drink
Do you think this is
now by the lake somewhere?
We've had my opinion. Have you guys said what? Like, who do you think there's movement on this line? Do you think someone gets moved, someone gets called up, someone gets their chance, like Coyote, or a little more youth to replace Graham?
Well,
or...
if Glasgow continues like this, yes, someone will get another chance, definitely.
But I mean, obviously he's been looking good in camp and stuff. So like today he had a bad.
Put a Guakun out there. I'd rather see him.
Kingsley.
Yeah, Kingsley. Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't it Coyote Awasika the next guy up?
Yeah, that'd be the backup guard. Yep. So.
Oh, you're talking about a center, Kingsley?
Yeah.
Is he a center? Have we seen him there?
He is. Yeah.
Okay. Is he our backup center right now on the roster? Who is the center
on the depth chart?
Does anyone know? He is? Okay. Yeah. I mean, this might be his opportunity, man. I don't. Because I don't think they're gonna want him. Well, either way, if they have to move Graham, I doubt it's to another spot. Because if he's not the guy he actually has said right guard's his favorite spot, so maybe he gets one more chance there, and then
only if Ratledge were to move to center. Otherwise, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's if you move Ratledge to center, then you move him to right guard, and then if he can't hack it there, then I don't know what you do. He maybe bye. I hate to say it. But maybe that's just all the moment of overreacting to what we saw today. Because
it's all we got to react to.
How bad was he?
Yeah.
Like, do you guys think today? Like,
he was not good. He was not good today.
He was very
bad. Are you putting that play?
I had to give it a grade and give it like
Montgomery
a 40
on him.
The one on the goal line struck me as the most egregious to me. Now I don't know what a lineman's thinking when he's there, but center's the guy is on his nose, right in front of him, and Glasgow just simply went to the right.
Well, then I would assume
and just didn't even touch him. Just sitting there. He stood there in the hole.
Here's why I'm going to caution you, Pops.
That's why I said Jay. I may not understand
I'm just going to caution you with a scenario, because here's the thing with blown play calls like that, it's always hard to know as an outsider what it was, because like for all you know, that's a Mahogany mistake. Like, why didn't Mahogany come down and clear out that tackle? You know what I'm saying? Right. It just looks bad because where he's lined up over
horrible.
The center. I agree. And maybe it's totally on him as the center that he's supposed to be like the caller, but he could have been calling that. That should have been Mahogany and he went back or something. Like, you just don't know where that error was broken down. So but it's going to stick with you as Glasgow.
Well, that's what I said before my comment. I said I didn't know what the play was, but it looked horrible on tape.
But like that's just for anybody, because like who's looking at Glasgow is like he's like a turd now because maybe that play, because it looks really bad. It looks like because it's not even a miss though. It's like he just didn't try to block him, and so I think that one sticks in the memory and could sway us a little bit to the. Did he get physically dominated? Did you think any point? I didn't see enough to get that impression, so I don't know.
I think all of our line at some point got physically dominated.
Shoulders.
Yeah. I think it was the speed, man. I think they're going to have to recalibrate for the next time they play this Packers team, because they just didn't anticipate all these speedy linemen getting up on them. You know, that's the only time a guy like Mahogany gets bowled over is when he gets explosively beat to the punch and he's off balance. You know, like you don't do that when like he's got his momentum forward and stuff. But when you got quick dudes who are that powerful coming at you, you got to be a little quicker to get your momentum forward. You know, maybe they're used to playing DJ Reader, he's more of a, I'm just going to stand here and you can't do anything about it type guy.
Right. Well, anyway, one thing I am confident in though is Campbell will not let these problems linger. And he's shown in the past that if play caller's not doing his job, he's going to replace him. if a player's not doing his job, I think he'll find a replacement. So these problems won't go on and on. He'll address them, maybe not successfully, maybe successfully, but that's why I'm not really worried right now. It's early in the season. It's one game. It's not going to kill us. So, but
I
I
am
think
intrigued.
I tell you what, people are gonna be wondering if it does become a problem. Tanner Engstrand of the Jets, who a lot of people thought the Lions were
Poach
going
him
to hire
back.
as the offense coordinator, had a great first game for the Jets. They had 32 points against the Steelers.
Is there a
We'll see
no
if that becomes a
tampering
thing or
rule
not. But what's that?
during the season? Is there no tampering rule during the season where, like, if you fire a coordinator, that you can hire like a lower position coach? Is
What?
Inkstrand an offensive coordinator? Is that
He's
what you
offense
said?
he's offense coordinator
Oh,
for the
never
Jets
mind.
now.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking he was like let's do something else. But all right. But yeah, I was just I think we're this is all hyperbole personally. I think
I hope right.
there's got to be a little bit of a honeymoon period for new coordinators, just a little bit, like a little bit of that room for you got to grow into the role and learn. It's easy to plan it and stuff, but it's hard to execute it. You got to get they got to get rhythm for calling games. They got to, it's just stuff they haven't done yet.
Yes, they
so
play in the preseason if they this is a concern.
Well, I mean, hey, that's a question, but like maybe that's still risking a game like this is still maybe worth it compared to just putting more mileage on your team unnecessarily, in preseason games. So keep them healthy for the playoff type thing.
Yeah.
So
well, the Lions don't have much time to dwell because they got the Bears, who always play the Lions stuff. Then the 3 of the next 4 after that are on the road: Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Kansas City. It does not get easier on the schedule. They have Cleveland at home in between all that, but
this is the game you brush you go right through that game, feel diligently and thoroughly like always, and as fast as fucking possible. You burn the tape, and now you're just like voraciously looking to destroy the Bears. That's all you can do. You can't dwell on it other than for the lessons that you can take from it.
This team's got too much pride to fall flat again. I think next week we'll see a different team.
I like getting the Bears at home.
Yes.
I think they have similar thing going on with like new coordinator, new offense. Now Ben Johnson's done it before, and he probably has some insights on how our offense operates. That that'll be a fun matchup. We'll talk about that later. But
this is an exciting time. Honestly, like in a way, it's like getting punched in the jaw just like wakes you up a little bit. You're like, all right, we've been living in daydream land for the last 6 months, but oh yeah, guess what? It's still the NFL, and there's other formidable teams out there, baby, and we just it's just that little ringer that just gets you in the fight. Now you're ready to fuck people up, I think.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong about that, Rod.
This is a Packers team that was out for revenge, the way the Lions handled them last year. So,
and like, I don't even care. Like, I'm excited. I think we're gonna beat the Bears. But like, even if we did lose that game, I don't give a shit. I know what this team is. I know what Dan Campbell, this organization is. Like, it's just the beginning of a 17 game season where you just got to win games and get it together. But I know they will. So it's just like it's exciting that it's back, baby. Even if it was like a bit of a bummer game, like it's football, baby. We got the real bullets are flying, and now we know ultra talented team just got a wake up call. So I like, how do we not rebound from that?
Wow, there's a good Kool-Aid rant for you.
There you go.
Like it.
I like it right there.
Yeah, this guy drinks the Kool-Aid, folks.
Yeah, baby.
Probably.
I mean, come on. They also did me they tanked my freaking fantasy team because I had.
Oh yeah,
Laporta.
your fantasy team has got smoked.
Laporta was my best scorer today, and
hey, Laporta had a good game.
Laporta was actually the bright spot of that offense besides that amazing catch by Tesla. He was the best weapon.
Amon-Ra had a couple good third down conversions as well.
He did.
JMO couldn't really do what he does because there was no time to throw to him.
No, exactly.
There was a 3-yard run by him. He
converted a 4th down.
didn't go
I mean, he did okay. Like him and Amon-Ra both contributed. They just couldn't get anything past a few yards. Like
right.
the defense was stifling them. And I don't know, like obviously you find ways to break that, but sometimes you just get those games where they find a way to make you fall into their sort of trap, like you can't find a way to break this defense, and they tried and they found a few spots, but their own mistakes just cost them as much as a good defensive performance. So, alas.
But how excited are you to see this Tesla kid develop though? Now,
oh my
after
goodness!
Oh, it's really exciting.
It's if it hadn't peaked already, oh my god!
What a weapon in the end zone though. We haven't had a guy like that in a long time.
I'd like anywhere.
His
though,
hands
like,
are ridiculous. That was a ridiculous.
That was unbelievable.
Awesome.
His extension to get that hand on the ball and pull it back in and control it the way he fell.
Yeah,
and get both feet down. Like
the ball never moved in his hand. Never even moved.
Like that's Odell Beckham. That's what
we saw in the preseason too.
Yeah. I see what they see in this kid now. Tim Patrick
makes you wonder why he wasn't in earlier. Almost,
it does. It does.
I think he's the kind of guy where you're gonna have to be like, look, we love you, Amon-Ra, we love you, JMO, but also he just does this, like Exhibit A. Like, how do you not throw to a guy like that?
Well, they will, believe me. They will. He'll get it.
And like, granted, that's like, I think you're right, UJ. Maybe just start him as a red zone weapon mainly. Let those guys chew up the field and then take shots to the red zone with him as just a massive target. I don't know. I like that idea because I still think he's a rookie, and didn't he get a holding call in the game or something too? Like he made mistakes, so like. I'm not ready to crown him as the ultra guy yet, but like, man, when you can make plays like that.
But the one thing he did do for us fans is leave us on a good note.
Yes, he gave us something.
Bad game, but we left it on a good note. We scored a touchdown right at the end on a brilliant catch with hope for the future. Yes, thank you.
It's just like the Lions Bowl. There's some moral victories in there.
That's right. Yeah, there's always the moral victory.
We led the league in moral victories for years.
I'm going to say this, though, because it just occurred to me because I heard Gritless today from some people talking online and like, but then now I'm thinking, like, I remember watching that drive and what I saw was Jared Goff totally locked in, urgent and diligent about driving to score a touchdown no matter what. Like, and they pulled it off, and sure, silver lining or whatever, but that's grit. That's you're already in the quicksand, but you still make that one last grab for the rope. Like that's grittiness, and like I think that's just they gave us a little bit of we're not totally lost, guys. So yes. You are right.
The sliver of hope.
Well, the only thing I want to add in this podcast is right, like literally at the strike at midnight, it's like the day before the season started. Today, JMO got extended for 3 years, $83 million. So that was good to see.
Yeah, good for him.
I think it's a good price
locking
too.
him up.
Yeah,
I think it's a fair price. Interesting 3 years. I wonder why 3. It must be something with the salary cap or CBA going on, where they think he'll hit free agency again.
What did you think? It should have been longer.
No, I thought when I saw 3, I was like, that's all.
I love it. I saw the one question about this being like, why before Hutch? And I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts on that.
I mean,
I think Hutch is going to be more difficult.
Concern with the leg. I don't like. They want to see a little longer. I don't know. The longer you wait, the more expensive you become. So
yeah.
Well, there could be that. Just like he might be just his. Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I think his is a more complicated contract. That's all. I think with his position and the price those guys get, the Micah Parsons thing obviously blew it out of the water, but it's going to be very interesting. And yeah, because I think there's so many considerations with cap and everything else. So I think they're just still trying to figure it out, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think like his agents aren't exactly interested until he blows up for real. Like they think he's gonna this year. Like we all think he's gonna.
I think he will.
I still fully believe it. I think You know what? This felt like that reality check where like we've been dreaming all this time, and it's just like, yeah, okay, it's real football still, and there's going to be trials and tribulations and good teams, and
Yep.
now
This is a really good Packers team, though. There's no doubt about that.
I'm honestly excited about that fact. I like a competitive
heck of a race against them here going forward.
Would it be so fun if we just kept winning every time we played them?
That would be fun.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty fun.
Be fun.
But now,
a lot more fun than
think
this.
about how more deeply we'll feel it when we beat them next time.
You're right.
Revenge.
Everything was worth it.
We get to dish back the revenge this time.
That's right.
So,
yes, now we are the ones out for revenge. And the Lions
just
play the Packers.
In a real macro sense, like this is exciting. We got a super competitive division. One of our oldest rivals is looking to, they just showed us they're no longer ready to be trodden on, but we'll see next time.
Well, the Lions get the Packers next on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that makes it even better. Oh, let's go.
Well, the Lions on Thanksgiving have not been great under Campbell, so I don't know if that's
care.
the best thing, honestly.
That's where didn't we win last year?
We did win last year.
We
finally.
did, yeah.
Okay, fine, that's over. So why even go back to that forgotten time, Z?
You're right.
But it just makes the stakes better, though. That's going to be a heck of a game.
Yes. Well, the Lions at Green Bay, home for Chicago, at Baltimore, home for Cleveland, then at Kansas City, at Cincinnati, at Kansas City. It's a rough start, but more home games down the stretch. That's not true. Actually, 3 of the last 4 games, 3 of the last 4 games are on the road as well. So,
it's a gauntlet, baby. This is what forges champions. But this is so exciting.
It is exciting. It is great to have football back. You got Monday. You got football on Thursdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday is officially now the worst day of the week.
It's where we're at. This is the part of the hero's journey I always hate in the movies where they have to like set the hero back. Like you gotta be like, oh come on, like why does he have to be like wounded now? I wanted to see him kick ass, like like sort of like last year we went through that a bit, but like you gotta start down and then you can climb.
Well, they're down right now. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Overcome trials.
They always show those locker room speeches after the wins. I wish they'd show the lost ones. Those are the ones I'd really like to see. What Campbell said to the team after this one.
I'd remember why it always could be worse. You could be a Dolphins fan.
You're right, UJ.
I would love to see abomination. It's what's going on in that organization.
It's pretty bad.
Who, the Dolphins?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, how did they do today?
They lost by 25. It was honestly worse than that.
They got shut out, didn't they? They got shut out.
No, they scored like under the last 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yes.
They suck. They suck. I'm glad we didn't get our asses kicked today. They must suck. I love it. I love the overreaction. Russell Wilson
could still be your quarterback, and you're a Giants fan. There's the worst things out there.
Well, I thought they drafted the kid from Mississippi who had Dex. Whatever.
He's not starting yet though. he might be soon.
I was surprised to see Russell Wilson.
The Giants, Jackson Dart.
Hey, didn't Aaron Glenn get a win today?
No, he lost.
Oh, he lost. It was a good
lost
game,
on a 60-yard field goal.
Oh man,
tough beat. Lost 34-32. So his defense still got some work too.
I'm curious to see what Ben Johnson's Bears look like tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be a fun game. Actually, I think the Bears win that one, but
it's gonna be an interesting game. Yeah,
it'll be fun to watch.
And JJ McCarthy,
I'm kind of sick of hearing about Ben Johnson from all the Bears fans in my life.
I need DeAndre Swift to have like not only a career game but like a Hall of Fame, like a record-breaking game to like come back as my flex player in my fantasy league, to like come back 50 points all by himself. So come on, DeAndre, get like 500 yards, brother. So I'm kind of rooting. I don't care if the Bears win, but I need him to score a lot with DeAndre. Which honestly, I could see him doing well in Ben's offense if he stays healthy. If they get synced up.
Yeah. Well, on paper, the Bears again, like we heard last year, they look pretty good.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
buy into Caleb's mental side, but I do think he's got the physical tools.
Yeah, that's why I went number 1. All right. Well, did you guys have anything else you want to touch about this incredible game?
Not much else to say.
Our
Just good.
preseason game number 4, I mean.
Yeah, that was a good way to put it because that's what it looked like.
Don't you just love when
Actually,
you're just
preseason game number 5. We had 4 preseason games this year because of the Hall of Fame game. So my
don't you
apologies.
just love the crashing down of the pent up hope and dreams, like the whole off season just coming out in like a miserable outing? Like, it's just
Should
like,
the Lions start
ah.
Hendon Hooker over Goff like we heard last year at parts?
No,
should Kyle
Allen.
Allen take
Kyle
over
had
this
time.
offense?
Well, it's easy to get delusional in the offseason. After our last season, we were so good and so close, and then maybe the Lions even got to fool themselves a little bit, thinking they're just going to keep on rolling. But I
Yeah.
think reality just slapped them in the face today.
Yeah,
I think
like,
they had a
maybe
little
good asking
ego
is what
growth.
they needed to start off this year. So
Yeah,
Little spanking to wake you up.
they got to get on the same page offensively, though. I do think like the Glasgow thing. Yeah, when you got a guy right in front of you, it's probably more of a communication thing. Somebody didn't do their job,
And you
that
know
was
what?
Definitely prevalent in this game where guys were not.
Yes.
As bad as we looked,
working
we
in sync.
didn't look as bad as Travis Kelce in his opener.
What?
Freaking taking his teammate out, freaking getting like penalties and
yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Like that dude dropping balls. Like,
Yeah, he didn't look good. He did not look good.
do you think he was thinking about plowing Taylor when he plowed into his own player?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
I think on that note,
On that note,
podcast.
I've been
I don't
holding
think
on
we're
to
gonna
that
tell
one
Swift
all
to join
day.
this podcast
I thought that was
sometime
pretty
soon,
good.
dog.
wow, we almost had her too.
Yeah.
That's gonna end it.
Her agent just texted.
Not
Cancel
gonna
that
happen
one.
now.
We're not even
Wow,
recording this
if
live.
we
I
get
don't know how
noticed
to
by
do
Taylor Swift, that's gonna do fantastic for our ratings. All the hate mail alone, like, dear God, Swifties are gonna come at us. They're rabid.
it. All right, let's wrap it up.
If Swift,
All right.
We want to, of course, thank our producer, Kid J.
Kid J.
Mentioned every single week. Kid J, you got 5 seconds to talk about the Rams. Go. 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're done. All right,
damn.
good job.
Nice job, Kid J. Way to go, man.
That's what we needed to hear.
Good job, buddy.
All right, enough about the Rams from Justin over there. You get 5 seconds to talk about it.
Didn't even want them.
He was speechless.
Anyways, Justin,
He's the best.
Did you like the Rams' performance today?
I thought it was very solid. They had Stafford had a great closing. Had a great throw to close the game out. He had a no look pass 25 yards down the field to Puka Nacua. It was awesome, and they played really tough. They had a couple really cool turnovers. Kobe Durant stole a ball out of the hands of one of the Texans receivers, which was awesome. So overall, great game.
All right, there you go. There you have it.
Yeah.
All right,
Succinct
let's
and
wrap it up.
Precise.
Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast, please download, please subscribe, please leave a review. Greatly appreciate that. YouTube, subscribe to our channel on there at DTBK_Lions, or just type in Drinking the Blue Kool-Aid and subscribe. You'll be able to find us on there pretty easily. I don't think I have anything else. Other than that, just enjoy your Monday. There's a lot more to life than football. Somebody told me that once. I don't know.
Why do I not believe you when you say it?
But try to put on a happy face. And remember that it's just one game. There's 6, 7. How many games are in the season now? Sorry, 16 more to go.
This is like Enlightened Z is unnerving me. Like, he's all chill now and stuff.
I'm just
It's hurting him to say this right now.
My therapist told me
like-
to try to say positive things before I go to sleep.
Your
on
therapist?
Sundays.
Oh no, you're going to therapy. Oh God. See, this is from the kid who had to be stopped from watching the games during the 0-16
Yeah.
by his
My
mom.
Bear fan Dan was on here to tell you all about it. The same 5 stories over and over and over.
I love it. See.
He's an 85-year-old man in a 60-year-old body currently, but he is an 85-year-old man in a 35-year-old body at one point.
He was just 85 the whole time.
Yeah, the way he repeats stories over and over, I get and beats the dead horse type of thing. Anyways,
Not in our family. I don't believe.
no way. All right, that's about it. Otherwise, thank you. We'll be back later this week to preview the game at home, Lions home opener against the Bears. Ben Johnson's
Da
return to
Bears.
Ford Field should be a fun one. So thank you everybody for listening, and last but not least, as always, go. Whoa.
We weren't expecting that.
On the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rock, rock, rock. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory.